Hello, today we're going to learn how to make a Google site. Click up here on your Google Apps grid and select Sites. Once it's selected, I want you to click on New Google Sites. We're going to be creating all of your Google Sites here in the new Google Sites. These are the two examples that I have for both Portfolio and for your literature reading log. To create a brand new Google site, you would click on the circle with the plus sign and it has the pop-up that says Create New Site. Once you click that, you will have to make some choices. Here is the standard site that it gives you. You can choose themes over here on the side, and that will allow you to choose some different colors and some different font styles as needed. Pages is where we add new pages. Insert is where we would add different items as needed by your teacher. To change the background image, you can click on Change Image, and you can choose any background here that you want. You can also upload one, but it has to be a certain file size. You can also search for one. So I'm going to choose this one right here. The great thing about this new Google Sites is that it adjusts for readability. That means it takes it and changes the colors of your words, lightens the background for you. Okay? We're going to enter our site name. I would like it to be your first name and your year that you graduate. So if you're a 7th grader, you would put 2018. Okay? Your page title is Literature Reading Log. So this is your opening screen. Here is your splash screen. There's not much on it unless your teacher wants you to add something more to the home screen, otherwise known as a splash screen. You can change your header type if you wanted to. Right now we're on banner. You could have large banner or title only. So next, what we're going to do is we are going to add some new pages. Your pages are added by clicking on the circle with the page with the plus sign, Add Page, as you can see. The first page that you're going to add is you're going to add pages for each month, but I want you to use the abbreviation. You are going to add the abbreviations for every month from September to June. Click on the Add Page and then add each one. You don't need to put a period. And it will add every single page. So I want you to do that all the way till June. After you have all your months in, then you are going to go to your Google Calendar, click on a tab, open it from the Google Apps grid again, open your Google Calendar, and this time you are going to look for all the Wednesdays. So our first month is September. So I'm looking for all the Wednesdays. So I have September 7th, September 14th, September 21st, and September 28th. I'm going to take the first one just to show you, September 7th, and I'm going to add that page. I have to scroll all the way down to get to my add page. So I'm going to now add 9/7 as my new page. So here I have it. It's way down here on the bottom. I'm going to move it up by clicking and holding my click, and I'm moving it all the way up to September, and then I'm going to pull it over to the side so that it actually nests in the September folder. And I'm going to do that with the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. And I'm going to make pages for each one of those under the folder September. Then I'm going to do the same for the rest of the months here. I'm going to put every single Wednesday, even if you aren't in school, under each one of these folders. Next, I'm going to show you how to set up your page exactly the way that Miss Vo would like. So I'm going to click on Insert, and I'm going to come to a text box. I'm clicking on text box. It makes this really large text box Once I go to the blue dot on the right side, I can resize the text box, and you see that there are columns that are appearing. And I'm resizing that. I'm going to type the letter I. Then I'm going to make a new text box. And I'm also going to resize that one. I'm making it about 2 blocks worth, if you could see the blocks. Picking it up, and I'm moving it next to my I. And I'm typing the letter, capital letter V. Then I'm going to do a third. It doesn't seem to be a way to copy and paste boxes. The dots for moving it are right up here at the top, so I'm going to move this one over right here, capital letter F. So now I have the IVF that is required by Ms. Vo. I'm going to do the same over here and make it 1 row of IVF and another row of IVF. At this time, you can't insert grids or tables. After we've put all of the IVF in, then we're just going to put some emphasis on that background to kind of make it stand out so that we know that this is headers for columns. Then I'm going to create text boxes, same size, so that you can type the information that is required underneath. So this is the required information, and Ms. Vo will provide whatever information that is. So then I'm going to make 3 boxes or columns under each one. I'll do a couple so you can see what I'm talking about. So more typing, and then 1 more. Okay, so now I have 3 columns to fill out the information. Now we're going to add a line to differentiate between the IVF information and the 3 columns of information that you must provide to make the requirements for this assignment. So I'm going to come over here to images because I created a line in Google Draw and I saved it as a PNG. So I'm going to come to images. And I'm going to select the file that I made. I uploaded it to my computer. And I called it Line for Site. I colored it. I have it 1 color. And I'm going to upload that to my website right now. So here it is. It's kind of up at the top. It allows me to crop. Now the crop is very interesting. So when I'm cropping, it allows me to move things around. It's not doing it right now. But it allows me to move it around, I think because my line's way at the top. I also can adjust my zoom. I know you're just seeing a big black thing, so it makes it hard for me to see too, but my line is here somewhere. There's my line. We're just going to leave it like that for right now. I press the check mark. And you can see I have a line in here. Oh, that's why, because I was trying to move it. I can also color the background of my line if I wanted to, but just having the line itself is good. So after I have my line in place, I am going to add 3 text boxes for my 3 columns for Ms. Vo. Now it's going to show me exactly the size that those text boxes should be. They should be about, I think, 3 columns worth. No, they need to be bigger. Let's see. It should show little blue boxes. See those little boxes on the bottom that show exactly the right size. So here's my last one coming in. And yes, it would be nice if I could just copy and paste my stuff. So I have 3 columns now so that I can fill out the information that I need to for Ms. Vo. I'm not done because I need to make sure that it's shareable. So one of the ways that I make sure that it's done is I have to publish it. When I publish it, I can choose anyone at MCS or anyone on the web. I'm going to keep this dot here, who can visit my site, anyone at mcsi.org. And then I have to have a site address. And so this is your first name, last initial, year you graduate, and reading log, or sorry, literature log. I have it a little too long. Well, you know it's last initial, so I'm just going to take that down to L. Okay, so you know first name, I can even take out the first so that you guys know what I'm talking about. Name, last initial, and then literature log. So now I publish it. Once I publish it, that means that all my changes are there for everybody to see. I can also look at it myself. I can preview it to see what it looks like. There is a drop-down menu next to publish. It shows me my publish settings. I can view publish site and I can unpublish it. I'd prefer you don't unpublish it, but you want to publish it every time that you feel that you need to save it or that you need to have your changes show. These three dots are for more options if you needed help or to take a tour. If you wanted to change your themes at any time, this is where you change themes. There's not very many, but you can upload your own pictures. You can also change the header type for each one of your pages. That's it for now. We will be learning more about this as we go along through class.